Welcome. I'm glad you're here with us today. My name is Dustin Smith. I'm the Executive Director of the Solar Technology Acceleration Center and our newly completed microgrid test facility called GridNXT. For the next few moments, you're going to take a look at a video that takes you back and shows you where Solartac came from, where it's been, and then I will rejoin you and we'll talk a little bit about the changing market and the changing environment that we're working in on the grid and how GridNXT can help you expand your business in this new world.
Right now, solar energy has reached an exciting point in history. Technology is demonstrating solar's long-term benefits, and new ways of getting energy to the end user are being developed at an accelerating pace. Here at Solartac, we are excited about what the future holds for solar energy.
I get the question a lot, well, what's Solartac going to do for me? I sort of respond to that with a question, what are you trying to accomplish? Each of our customers uses the site a little bit differently. Solartac is a private membership-based research facility and organization where companies can join and do both the proprietary and the collaborative work necessary to drive both their own business models as well as support the industry and its development and growth. So one of the challenges that we are seeing today for solar companies is the continued push towards grid parity without the subsidies of the past. And so companies are really now entering that stage where it's really about competition, it's about speed, it's about efficiency. What a lot of our members have seen and really taken advantage of is being able to test at scale in a real world environment. It's easy to solve a problem when you have 13 units in place. It's a bigger deal when you have 2,000 units. Solartac is an environment where you can do this. We're uninhibited from us. Our job is to create a world-class environment for these things to happen quickly and efficiently and in a cost-effective way. There's nothing else like Solartac in the world. There's no other place where this many companies are coming together in a neutral environment to work together in both a collaborative and a proprietary way to drive their own business as well as the market itself.
Solartac, the Solar Technology Acceleration Center, helping companies build the future of energy.
So you just heard a little bit about where Solartac, where we came from, where we've been over the last 9 years, and now I really want to talk with you a little bit about the future and where we're going. With any market or industry, if you're successful, things are going to change and you have to change with it. And here at Solartac, we've spent the last few years not only focusing on where we were or where we are at that time, but where we wanted to be in the future. When you do that, you start to bring in all sorts of new questions about what sort of new challenges do we have? How is this 100-year-old grid that we have going to handle all of this distributed energy? On the customer side, what kinds of values and features are the customer is going to start to want to see and be a part of? And what has to change to bring those dreams into realization? And that's where GridNXT comes into play. It is a 1.5 megawatt plug-and-play, multi-user microgrid test facility. The center component is a tunnel system that allows us to reconfigure these assets that we have in virtually any way. And literally what this is a $1.5 million infrastructure that we have built in sort of like a giant erector set. What this allows companies to do is to bring in generation technologies, hybrid systems, inverters, batteries, other balance of systems, other microgrid controllers, and really utilize our infrastructure for either very short-term or very long-term testing. What is very unique about GridNXT, and it's the same thing with Solartac, is this is not the kind of place where you come and you throw your technology over the fence, write a big check, and then hope you get the report that you're looking for. This is very user-driven. We can find resources for you if you need it, but the reality is that most organizations want to be able to be an integral part of what's being studied and how it's being studied, and Solartac and GridNXT both have always had that as a key component of how we operate. What's really exciting about GridNXT is there is really no limit to the test configurations we can do. Our assets are interconnected with a custom switchgear and an open tunnel, as well as a completely configurable microgrid control system. This allows our assets, which include solar and wind simulators with both AC and DC outputs, our field generation assets, which include solar and diesel systems, test stands, programmable load centers, and 1.5 megawatt utility connection, and our battery connections to be totally customized for each customer's individual needs. So we're really excited about GridNXT and where it's going to fit into the overall development process of technologies for this new grid that I think we're going to see over the next few years. So there's nothing else like it around. There's no other privately held microgrid of this size where you can literally plug and play and be testing, bring your equipment out here and be testing tomorrow. Thank you for going on this journey with us today. We're really excited about the future and hope you share our vision for Dream Big with the world.